Hey guys, it's Worms World, and today I'll be going through some of the questions about DataAnnotation.tech that I've been asked in the comments, as well as ones I regularly see on Reddit. To begin with, we can see two comments asking when they can expect to see tasks and know they've been accepted. If you complete the starter assessment and initial paid tests, you will not immediately see tasks to complete. Your assessment and tests still need time to be reviewed. If it's been a few weeks and you still haven't heard anything or seen any tasks appear, this may mean that you've not been accepted. This is the email that I received letting me know that I'd passed the assessment and been accepted. They do say at the start of the assessment that they will email you if you pass, letting you know. However, as I previously mentioned, people do get work and have been accepted much later than that. But if it's been a month and you haven't heard anything, assume that you've not been accepted. Unfortunately, the support is basically non-existent, so if you try to contact them about your application, don't expect a reply. The next comment is asking about if DataAnnotation.tech is available to work on in India. It is not currently available to work on in India, yet. The current countries it's available in are the US, UK, Canada, Ireland, Australia and New Zealand. However, as seen in this comment exchange on Reddit, and Jeremy does actually work for DataAnnotation.tech as a proper employee, he has said they will email when India is added. This certainly suggests that they'll be opening the work up to other countries in the future. And as we can see in this message from the website, you can make an account now so you'll be notified in the future if your country becomes eligible. The next comment asks, how many qualifications do you have to complete? Depending on how much work is already available to you, which I think may be based on country and how you did in the assessment, you may not have to do any qualifications. I've only done one and regularly worked on a task that unlocked, which after working on it for a while, gave me access to higher paying tasks. So don't feel pressured to complete every qualification that becomes available to you. I'd say only complete the qualification if you aren't getting regular work, aren't getting enough work, think you'll prefer the new task to the ones you're currently doing, or if it pays higher. Completing all the qualifications otherwise doesn't really benefit you, as you're putting in a lot of time learning a new project and instructions when you could be actually working. I found the best way to gain access to higher paying jobs is to work well on a long-term one, if there's any you have access to. This comment asks, once you submit your reported time on one project, can you work on that same project again, as their project disappeared? You can report your time on the same project multiple times a day if you like. For example, if you do half an hour and take a break, you can report the half an hour straight away. And then if you do another hour on the same project later in the day, you can report that hour when you finish it. That's how I do it, as I find it easier to keep on top of. But you can also just report the whole hour and a half that you did that day, all in one go, when you finish for the day. Neither of these methods will make you lose the project. It sounds like this project's 999 tasks were for everyone who has access to the project, and it was a first come, first served basis. This is the case for some projects, and this is why it's good to be on projects where the tasks shown to you are only for you, as it allows you to know there'll be work available when you sign in. We can see a similar situation with this Reddit post, where they had a lot of tasks available but woke up to them all gone. Again, this will be due to the number of tasks being shared between all workers on that project, so the tasks end up getting completed quickly. If you don't have access to a long-term, consistent project with your own tasks, then just continue putting in high quality work on your current projects when you can, and keep an eye out for qualifications. The next comment asks, is this a 1099 job? Yes, this is a 1099 job, and another viewer responded to this comment explaining it quite well. This basically means that as you are an independent contractor, DataAnnotation.tech can stop giving you work at any time, without reason. This is why it's so important to not solely rely on DataAnnotation.tech for your income, as it could end at any point. With it being a 1099 job, this also means you'll be responsible for paying taxes on the income you earn. The next question is from Reddit, asking what is a good ratio of tasks per hour? There is no easy answer for this one, as it depends on the project you're working on. For example, if the project is long creative writing pieces, then you might only average 3 tasks an hour, and that would be fine for that project. However, if this was a project where you only had to read 2 short, already written prompts and select which is better, then doing 3 tasks an hour would probably get you kicked off the project. There's no universal answer to the number of tasks you should be doing per hour, as it varies massively by project. As long as you are logging your time worked accurately, completing the project as specified in the instructions, and doing high quality work, then you shouldn't worry about the number of tasks you complete per hour. The next question is also from Reddit, and asks about only working an hour or 2 a day, and if this will cause them to get kicked off. I see questions like this get asked frequently, and also things like, I won't be able to work for the next week or few weeks. Will I get kicked from my projects? And don't worry, you won't get kicked off your projects or the site for doing minimal hours or taking some time off. The only risk really is that the project you're working on may finish, so will no longer be there for you when you return to working. But this project would have ended anyway, so there really is no consequences. Another one I frequently see is about the creative writing question during sign up, as we can see here. This Reddit post asks about using AI for the creative writing story, and that as the work on the site is AI based, that this would help them get accepted, and that it doesn't say on the assessment that you can't use it. It actually says twice in the assessment not to use AI. Once specifically on the creative writing question, and also at the start of the assessment it specifies all responses must be written by you from scratch. If you use AI to answer the creative writing question, you will fail the starter assessment. I did previously mention about not using AI in my last DataAnnotation.tech video, as well as covering the whole sign up process and starter assessment. So check it out if you're looking to sign up, and if you have any questions, drop them below.